I'm going to show you how to plant a container for late summer colour, inspired by all the different colours in a pink lady apple. So I've got a lovely terracotta pot here, and importantly, in the bottom of the pot, we have a drainage hole. Some people would put crocks in the bottom of the pot. I prefer to use a piece of moss, and what that helps to do is just stop any compost washing through the pot and coming out the bottom and spoiling your patio or your flagstones. So I've filled the pot about 2/3 of the way up with a good peat-free potting compost. We're now ready to plant, and because it's summer already, I'm going to start with plants that are quite established and pack them in quite closely so that you get instant impact. First plant I'm going to use is this beautiful hydrangea. It's called Phantom, and what I love about this is that it has these beautiful apple green flowers which fade to a lovely rosy pink as they get a bit older. So that's our first plant in position, and then for late summer colour there is nothing quite like a dahlia to keep going right the way through to October or even November, and that's a beautiful shade of pink that goes really well with the green of the hydrangea. It doesn't all have to be about the flowers. In fact, pink goes really well with softer greens, minty greens and silvery greens. So I'm putting this Brunnera in here for foliage effect, and that will have bright blue flowers in the springtime. Then it's really nice to have something that will trail over the front of the pot and bask in the sun. So I've got this very pretty variegated sedum. Now don't be afraid to squeeze things in because you want the pot to look really established straight away, and that will tumble over the front with its lovely apple blossom coloured flowers. So I just want to lighten it up a bit to finish, and I'm adding this very pretty Gaura that's a lovely blousy light feeling. It will move and sway in the wind. And I'm going to tuck this in at the back, and that wispiness will just soften the whole thing and make it feel a little bit more romantic. Once you're happy with how everything's looking, give it a drop of water and be quite thorough with it to settle the compost surface down and get all the roots settled into position. Finally, I like to add a little bit of grit onto the top of my pots. It helps to keep the moisture in, it makes the pot look really neat, and it stops any compost splashing out of the pot when you water it later on. So here we are, the wow moment, my pink lady inspired planter. To keep it looking good, just deadhead occasionally, keep it well watered, and this display will keep going right through until the autumn, looking fresh and vibrant. I was really lacking a wow moment in this part of the garden, and this pretty pink lifts it up, goes really well with the star jasmine, and I feel much happier with how it's looking now. I've really enjoyed coming up with ideas for containers featuring the colour pink. And if you'd like to have a go at planting up your own container, do take a photograph and be sure to tag us at The Frustrated Gardener and at Pink Lady Apple UK.